Hello everyone, welcome to the THR show. My name is Osasu Paul-Azino. The THR show focuses on social sector managers and entrepreneurs who by sheer determination and passion work through their projects. On this show we will focus on the challenges and the impacts of this project. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up. If you have questions, comments, suggestions, or people you would like us to interview, please drop a comment below. So because I see that you talked a lot about your Mandela Washington Fellowship in 2015.
Yeah.
Are there any other capacity building endeavors that you have embarked on, before that time or after that time?
Okay, before, I'm somebody that's very passionate about continuous learning. So before the fellowship, I had done this Daystar Basic Leadership training,
okay.
And a couple of other trainings as well. I do a lot of courses on Coursera,
Okay.
And then after the Mandela Fellowship, I did the Enterprise Development Center, social sector management training at the Enterprise Development Center too. So all of those.
Wow.
I keep learning.
Wow. So would you be someone who would say passion is enough?
Well, passion is not really enough. You need much more than that. Having passion sometimes is not may not really take you to that place. You need to take steps with your passion. You need to there's need for zeal. I say this because I used to think that passion was just enough, but this year, for instance, the first 6 months of this year, I had personal issues that really kind of came what's the right word to use now? Challenged that passion that I had, and I knew that it took a lot more to be able to move on with it. If you have passion and you don't have the resources to carry it out, I mean, at some point you get frustrated and all of those. So it's passion combined with partnership, collaboration, combined with other resources, for you to be able to actualize your goals. Really.
Fantastic. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome everyone. So Ejiro, we're talking about all of the fantastic work you do. Are there any challenges that you face, running your nonprofit and being a person with disability yourself?
Okay, there are quite a lot of challenges. Like you referring to the question you asked earlier, it's passion enough? And I said passion is actually not enough because there's so many other things resources that you need. And usually I would say that in working with persons with disabilities, first of all, there are a lot of dynamics around it, and sometimes that poses a challenge. And it always boils down to funding. For instance, you want to do a project, you have a great idea, and you have put everything in place, and because you don't have transport to give to participants, nobody show up for that event. Now, it's not that they not judging too harshly on their part, because I gave an example earlier of somebody on a wheelchair that may need to charter a taxi.
Yeah, so transportation is expensive for them.
For that person. So you need to. So basically, running projects, funding is one of the key challenges that I would say I face in my organization. Yes, I've had a few grants, but in the last couple of months, it's not been that easy as well. Getting people to, and we know that foreign donor funding is also, they are cutting down a lot on their budgets and all of those. So it takes a whole lot, and the bigger boys in the industry too tend to be principal recipients of those kind of grants. But beyond funding, there's also the issue of having committed people to your cause as well. You have one or two, but it's sort of related. When people are volunteering for you, yes, you offer them other things.
Yeah.
There are other benefits that they get from volunteering from you, for you. But at the same time, you may necessarily not get that 100% that you need.
Yeah.
And that poses a challenge sometimes.
Because of monetary values that are not particularly placed on volunteering.
And for me, as a person with a disability, there are some things that you really need people around to, get on it and do immediately. And you may be lacking behind as a result of that. And then the absence of policies, like I said, a lot of the work that we're doing around a very marginalized group, the absence of policies that are in place, favorable policies too, makes it difficult. So how do you hold someone, accountable for something that they are not doing right? Because the policies are not there that you can always make reference to.
True.
So that's also a very key, that's a key challenge for us. We've been on disability bill for God knows how long, over 12 years. And it's still, but those kind of legislation are not things that you would think that the government would be stalling on to pass into law and all that. So all of those things kind of pose challenges for us at different levels of the work that we do, but we just keep finding a way around it, and we keep talking and talking about it, and hoping that we push the boundaries. Because whilst you're talking about this, I know one of the challenges that, because I have acquaintances as well, and one of the challenges, I do remember when we the course we ran together, and I remember how glowingly there were talks about how you inspired them to put together some structures and how resilient you were and all of that. Isn't that something that should speak to the mindsets of individuals, to understand that when, for example, for simple things like when you're building, ensure that you have walkways and little things that help people with disability function properly and access normal regular life at the end of the day. Isn't it? Yes. Well, there's a concept that I stumbled on somewhere, and I actually call it's called self-advocacy. So self-advocacy in the sense that within your own little space, you're able to make that difference. And I always make reference to this. I went to a particular church once, and at the middle of the service, everybody just went quiet. And I was wondering what's going on. I tapped the person by my side and said, they are displaying their announcement. I was like, really? So me, that I'm totally blind, I come to church, I'll go home without information for that day. There was a feedback session. So I went to them and I said, yes, it's good that you guys have gone digital. But in going digital, you have to ensure that everybody is carried along. I was in this service and I was cut out of the service at some point. So in addition to your visuals, can you also add some audio to it, such that it's displayed? Some people, and not everybody even have perfect vision. Some people are in church and they are short-sighted or they are long-sighted or whatever, and they cannot even see what is displayed. Put some audio to it, And by the 3 months time I went back there, they had done that. Wow. So that's that speaks to what you said with EDC, where they're able to make those modifications. So you're building your house. Build it in such a way that you have flat floors, because you might even grow old someday. You might not be able to climb all the stairs and all of those. So it's, as individuals, taking the responsibility to make that little change to make everybody's life. Because at the end of the day, you're not just addressing a specific group, it's for everybody. When you build a ramp on the bridge, it's not just people on wheelchair that use it. Even non-disabled people prefer to go through the ramp than to climb the stairs. Yes. So consciously, I'm going to take that advice of yours, and I'm going to speak to you about my wall of fame. And say that we have on my wall some great people that I know that you know about and who have influenced, a lot of things. On my wall, I have Miriam Makeba. I have Mahatma Gandhi. I have Mary Celeste. I have Martin Luther King Jr. I have Mother Teresa. I also have Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln, Rosa Parks, and Yvonne Shaka Shaka. Who speaks the utmost to you on this wall? Martin Luther King Jr. Why? Why start your speech? Martin Luther King Jr. His favorite quote, "I have a dream." I believe so much in dreams because I believe they always come through. And at Hope Inspire, we always say that everyone deserves to live their dreams, and we work towards that. So I think that's the reason why he speaks most. Great. So what are your last words for viewers, for people living with disability, for anybody? What would you like to say
Yeah, what would you like to say about that?
My last words will actually be, there are actually no limits. Once you set your mind to it, you can achieve it. I always say that I believe I can be the best in whatever I choose to do. I believe I can be different and will be different. I believe I can set goals and achieve them. I believe I can live my dreams.
Great, fantastic. So please give out your contact details. I'm sure there will be viewers who would like to contact you, who would like to reach out to you to volunteer, to help with funding, to give some in-kind donations. Please let's have your details.
Okay, so our email address is hopeinspired1, so HOPEINSPIRED1 @gmail.com, or info@hopeinspiredfoundation.com.
Okay.
Our website is www.hopeinspiredfoundation.com. We have social media handles as well. On Facebook, facebook.com/inspiredfoundation.com. On Twitter @high_foundation. On Instagram @high_foundation as well.
Okay. It's been great having you, Ejiro.
Thank you.
And we hope that, maybe when we call on you next time, talk about more things, you'll be here.
Yes, I sure will.
On this note, we end today's episode. Dear viewers, you can change the world. It really is in your hands. Till next time, bye.